There are 3 levels of mountain pose. Most people will only ever reach the first one, but here's what they all look like. Level 1 is just standing, and this is where most people will live, and that's totally okay, but it's a little bit incomplete. At this level, you're using Tadasana mountain pose almost like a rest, just waiting for the next poses to arrive. The problem is that level 1 doesn't account for how your body organizes under gravity, which is why people who stay here tend to repeat the same compensation without noticing. Level 2 is building the pose. This is where things get interesting. At this stage, you know that Tadasana mountain pose isn't completely passive, but it's actually engaged. You start pressing evenly through the 4 corners of your feet, you lift your kneecap slightly, you draw your inner thighs back as your outer hips firm in, navel and ribs in as you broaden up your collarbone. Now you will feel much more stable and strong in your posture. Level 3 is using the pose as a mirror to support the rest of your entire practice. This is where most of the real results come from, and almost nobody talks about it. At this level, you start observing. You realize that this pose shows you where you compensate, where you collapse, and where you overwork. So instead of just standing, you start observing, assessing, and adjusting to make sure that this pose allows you to have a great posture that will support your entire practice after. When you can hold all 3 levels at once, Tadasana stops feeling like a transition. It becomes a tool to better understand your body and everything else. Save this as a reference. Hope this helps.